Okay.
Draconian Combat, episode 88. We're here with Jason Curry. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, man. I'm good. I'm glad to be on your show, sir.
Glad to have you on. To start it off, you kind of want to give us a short intro on where you're fighting out of and what gym you train from?
Well, I was like hopping, like, going to different gyms, but I'm with Dewan. Me and him are together now. Real deal. Hot
You training with
Springs.
Dewan
Yeah, I train with Dewan.
at the Real Deal Martial Arts?
Yes. He
Okay,
he's my coach. So that's my coach.
that's what's up, dude. Um, Before we get into RDC 22 and your opponent, you kind of want to tell us how you got into fighting. When you started, how long you've been training, what sparked your interest, and things like that.
Well, to be honest, my story is a little different than everybody else's. I wasn't inspired by a fighter or anything. I basically came from a bad background. I'm not going to go too deep into that. I'm basically like literally from the streets. I've been in and out of facilities and homes, and I was just a troubled child, and I got in a lot of fights. I didn't learn any like techniques until Bobby Rowley uh, saw me and came up to me and hey man, you got some potential, man. I wish I had more time to teach you, but he showed me stuff, and then I got out of it a while, and then Monkey Brent, he kept trying to get people kept trying to bring me back to the fight game. I kind of got depressed, and I kind of like was not really interested in it. But it was more to protect myself. I seen things happen to my mother when I was a kid, and I was too little not to protect her. So that's why I fight. That's the reason I fight is to basically protect myself from people.
And you seem to have a positive attitude. You're kind of like you're a little bit of silly character. Sometimes I see you online, but I see that you're always smiling, and
Yeah.
I see you have a real love for the sport too.
Oh, I love it, man. My thing about this, man, I'll say it to anybody. I respect anybody that gets in the ring. Anybody that gets in the ring, if they lose or win, I respect them because they got in there and they fight it all the way. They gave it everything they had and they didn't give up. That's what I respect. That's just
No,
life. Really.
no, that's real talk. That's real talk. We can't always win, every fight, and
No.
let's talk about that a little bit. Um, you know, all fighters are a little bit different. When you hit that speed bump and you get the bounce back from a loss, how do you do it? How do you do it mentally? Are you locked in a little bit different?
The
How do
way
you
I
change?
do the way I
Go
do
ahead.
it, my friend. The way I do it, my friend, because you have to think about it. I'll use this as a great example. I fight it on the Danny Shell show uh, on Attitude. The guy was, he was throwing me against the cage. He did. He might not want to admit it, but he elbowed me in my cheek. But I didn't let that get the best of me. I kept on fighting, and I know that in if you take a life lesson from this, you might lose your job. You got to feed your family. You cannot just bicker about it. You got to fix it. You got to stay strong and do it. So, like me, and people say, I kind of fight on, I kind of eat when people say, oh, you can't do it. You'll not be nothing. That gives me fuel because I have a heart of a champion, a lion, and I'm not going to give up because you tell me I'm not good. So, that's the way I think of things. So, if I lose a fight, that's a learning process for me, and I'm going to go, okay, I need to fix this. I need to do better. Something I didn't do.
Right, and that's a great answer. Let's talk a little bit about your fight coming up at RDC 22. How's fight camp going? How are you feeling going into this fight?
I feel hungry, man, and I'm gonna put it like this. I've been really on the secret. I mean, they're gonna know I'm fighting now, so I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm training. I'm hungry. I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready. So when my opponent sees this, we're gonna get it, man. Just I'm gonna put it like that. I'm ready. I want him to give me all his. I'm gonna give him all me, and we gonna go. That's just how it's gonna be. I didn't come to Oklahoma just to look at each other. We gonna fight. So
Oh yeah. Do you
yeah.
think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the person you're fighting, he is teammates with O'Grady's camp, I believe.
Yes,
Uh, Jason Cook Sr. They're both teammates. You actually
yes,
have history with Jason Cook Sr. as well. You had a fight
yes.
with him.
Yeah, I did want to bring him up later when we talk about it.
Oh no, we can
Um,
bring it up later. I was bringing it up because you're fighting his teammate, and
yeah,
the main thing is you're fighting in Hugo. We'll touch on it later. Don't worry. But you're fighting Hugo, their hometown. Do you see
yes.
it? You going in there? Do you see it as an advantage for him, or are you kind of like hyped
I
that you
think
get to
it's
go in
going
his
to be
hometown
advantage.
and put a beating on him?
I think it is going to be advantage for him because it's his hometown. He's going to have family. He's going to have people supporting him. I could see that. I could see that people are going to be rooting on him because when you got a crowd rooting for you, that helps you. Me, on the other hand, I don't know if I'm going to have a crowd rooting for me. You know, it is what it is. But I think going down there to Mississippi helped me fight out of state. So me fighting in a different state, I'm kind of ready for that. So that doesn't bother me.
How do you balance the lifestyle of a fighter and just in general, training for a fight? This one's a little bit different. You're going to somebody's hometown, their own home turf. How do you balance the nerves? How do you hit the reset button and kind of keep your mind at ease, leading into a fight like this?
Well, my difference is I'm not nervous. I think it's because I've done a lot of fights. My mindset is I'm giving it all I have, training every day, constantly, uh, nonstop training until my body like wants to give out. My mindset is be ready for everything and pair. If something happens, deal with it then in the ring because you cannot. People always say go with a plan, a game plan, but I've learned, man, you go in there with a game plan. Sometimes that plan does not work the way you thought it was in the cage. So just be mentally ready for anything that comes your way.
As far as your opponent, have you scoped him out? Have you found any video? Have you been
I
studying him?
looked him, I looked him up. He doesn't have anything. From what I
Okay.
heard, he's this is his first fight. I respect that for him getting out there. It's his first fight. He's a lawyer, and he just from when I seen the pictures, he looks tall. He looks like he's 7 foot. But pictures, I can't really tell. I don't know if he's 7 foot. He looks 7 foot. I don't know. I don't know much about him.
How
Uh, he,
have you been training or practicing already? Kind of going against somebody with the longer reach. So,
I'm
or
used to
you
You
fighting
got
big.
Sam Wallace for that.
Yeah,
yeah,
not
there.
just Sam Wallace. I'm so used to fighting big people, man.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
All my
Sam Wallace is probably a good look for you, as
oh
far
yeah,
as height and him using his distance to keep you back. So that's actually a good look for you, fighting a taller opponent, I think.
yes.
So
But
going
when we
into this, my bad, I
go,
didn't mean to cut you
yeah,
off.
go
What are
ahead,
you saying, bro?
go ahead.
No, you go.
I was
You
just
go.
gonna, I was just gonna say, man, I'm so used to fighting bigger people. Most like I fighted, I forget his name, but he's fighting on the real deals. We fighting in Tough Man together, and he was way bigger than me. He was the same height as Sam, so that was like I've fighted some pretty tough opponents in
Yeah, I
my
mean,
time.
I've seen you fight, and you fight with hella heart. Um, I guess I want to ask you, what are you, what are you striving for at this point in your career as far as competition? I think an RDC belt is very possible. I believe Jason
Yeah.
Cook Sr. is fighting for that belt. You guys have had history in the past fighting each other. Is that something you're shooting for if victorious in this fight?
Yes. So here's the thing, Jason Cook. You hear me out this one. We got finished business to attend to, sir. That's the way I look at it. Me and Jason Cook have some finished business. So I'm not going to fight Malachi because he's my friend and we've been training with each other since we first started off. And I consider him as a teammate. But if Jason Cook wins the belt, I'm going to call him out on it. And I know he's going to see this. And I'm going to be like, yes, I am going to call him out on that belt. That
So, are you training with Malachi now? or you have in the
No,
past?
me and Malachi, I haven't seen Malachi since the last fight, but me and him, we're friends, and we've already talked about it because someone wanted us to fight, and Malachi and me actually had a conversation together. No, that will not happen because we respect each
So,
other too much, and you don't want to fight like that's like me fighting Sam. Now I'll train with Sam and I'll fight with Sam any day on the mat, but I will not competition my friend in the ring
I feel that.
because that just ruins things if you fight your friends.
Yeah, that's like
You know?
if I fought Cody or something.
Yeah. I can't do that. Like we were going that's why when we were in Tough Man, I was telling Sam, man, you gotta get up weight because I'm gonna call out because I'm not gonna we were gonna fight each other in the Tough Man, me and Sam, and I didn't want to do that. Me and Sam are brothers, like like basically like blood. That's how close me and him are. And I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be really into it if I fighted him.
So training with Malachi, and then it already have fought Jason Cook Senior. How do you believe that fight will go on in October?
Man, I think you talking about Jason Cooks and Malachi's fight? You talking about they when they're fighting? How do you
Yeah,
think
since
I
you
think?
got, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
think
good question.
if Jason Cook, because this is the truth. Jason Cook gets his cardio up. He's got a hell of a kick. That's one thing he had on me as a kicks. Malachi, if he has his cardio, it's going to be. I can't really say what's going to happen, but I know one thing: they both have hell of heart, and they both want it. It just depends on who gets tired. That's 5 rounds,
Yeah. I have
and
I watched both of them fight in the past. I was there. I cornered Cody when you fought him, and that was a scrap. That was a really good fight, man.
yeah,
Split decision, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a tie and stuff, and we felt like we needed to run that back, and then
Did
some
you,
stuff happened, so it didn't ever happen. But you know, if Jason Cook wins the belt, Jason Cook, I'm coming for you on that belt.
so when
And
you fought Jason Cook and you heard that last bell go off, did you think you did enough to win that fight, or
I think I gave it all I had at the last round. My problem is always that I did. My problem with that fight, I didn't let go of the first round. I was trying to save my cardio. My cardio wasn't good as it needed to be, so I wanted to save my energy. I didn't want to throw too many punches and then wear myself out. And Jason Cook, he threw a lot of punches the first round, and then that second round, he was kind of out of energy.
yeah,
I,
that's those things about the 3 round fights, man. That first round, you want to pace yourself. You don't want to blow your wad in the first round. Pause. But yeah, those 3 round fights, learning how to pace it's always kind of difficult because you want to do enough just to win the round, but you also want to have enough energy for the next 2 rounds. So
yeah. So
What would you say your biggest lesson, fighting Jason Cook? Um, I would
Jason,
say pacing yourself, but fighting him, what would you say that you took from that fight going forward that can benefit you in the future?
take it more serious. My
Take it more
problem
serious.
is, yeah, my problem is I fight with depression, and sometimes I've actually done it in a couple of my fights. I don't take it as serious as I need to. I just go fuck it. Excuse my language. Forget it and just go out there. I'll eat a cheeseburger or French fries before the fight. And that's not being smart. So I've learned to really push myself and clean and eat cleaner and really like push it because my body, my body is what screws me. And I understand it's 90% being in shape, technical, and being tough. That's one thing I've learned. So
do you think the guys that you train with and the people that you have in your circle, it seems like you're a whole lot more disciplined now. Do you think they had an influence on that? They keep you
no,
disciplined, or is that a
yeah,
self discipline thing?
I train with a lot of good people. Like I went to West Side and trained with what's his name, Keen. He's the pro boxer. Me and him went at it, and after we got done, he was like, "Man, you're good. There's some. You just need to work on your cardio." That's what he would tell me. He said, "I seen some things, but you good. You're not telegraphing. You did great." I got a lot of good people in my circle. That is something I have. I got Sam. I got Dewan. I got Ryan. I got Tori. I got a lot of good people that been fighting a lot in there to really help me. And then, so it's good to have a good circle, a good fight family, that people that care about you, because that will help you.
Are you living out there in Hot Springs right now, or are you live
No,
nearby?
I live in this. I live in Little Rock, but I'm willing to go down to Hot Springs and train with Dewan. It's worth it.
Okay, so you make the drive, and I used to
How
make the
far is
drive
that
too.
drive?
Huh?
How
How
far is
far
that
is it?
drive?
45 minutes.
How long?
Oh, that's not that bad actually.
No, it's not that bad. It's just 45 minutes.
Just 45 minutes. Yeah, that's not that bad. You kind of want to tell us what it's like training with Dewan's gym, the atmosphere, and how it's kind of benefited you in your career at this state. The benefits of training there. Maybe if it's just keeping a positive mind frame, being around positive people. Just give us just give us a description like what it's like to train at Real Deal martial arts and how it's benefited you as an athlete.
Well, I used to train at this one gym, and we were just trying to kill each other, and that's fine. But the one he teaches, and the thing I like too when we're doing our drills, we're like holding mitts, but with gloves. The
Yeah,
one believes in technical, not just going in the brawling. You need to be smart. And ain't a, he always tell me, he would tell me this, Curry, we know you're tough. You don't got to prove that. You need to be smart. So a
mm,
lot of the guys in there, they're trying to be more smart, and they're not trying to kill each other. They're really focusing on the timing, the movements. And that's why I like that. And Dewan knows about boxing, and he also knows other things. And everybody in there is good, as superior, and everybody is trying to learn, and they're willing to work with you. And I like that in a gym. Like some gyms, they're just about, oh, you got talent. Um, I want you. The other guy, I'll just take the money from him, and they don't really show you. But at the one, they don't do that, and that's what I like.
yeah. I think that's good to have a positive gym. I've been to a few gyms, and I'm not gonna say any names, but and it's to each his own, you know. But for me, I felt like the best gym was I went to a gym called Team Body Shop out there in Long Beach in California, and it was very well. First off, it was like Coach Antonio. He was blunt with us, so he was gonna tell us what we need to hear. He wasn't gonna sugarcoat anything. But it was also like a big family in there. And I remember like at the end of each practice, everybody got in a circle, we prayed, and there was always a positivity, in the gym. And I think that's important for certain fighters. Some fighters don't need it, but for me myself, I found it was beneficial for me just mentally because I feel like a lot of fighters maybe sometimes are fighting things mentally when leading up to a fight and they need to be in the right headspace and stuff like that. And you have gyms like Team Body Shop, gyms like Real Deal, or gyms like Ethos, who kind of really benefit towards the fighter. It's not always just like a gym full of meatheads. Um, and I'm not going to name drop any gyms or nothing like that because a gym full of meatheads might work for somebody else. You know what I mean? It's really just each its own. But for me, I've always found it as a benefit to myself to be in a positive gym with that mindset. So,
Yeah, I feel like
wait,
this is probably the sharpest I've ever been. I feel like most of it is just because of the environment right now at the gym. I feel like it allows me to just kind of actually be where my feet are focused and just get better.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, and y'all might agree with me on this. When we go in the fight, there's a chance that we might die. You know what I mean? So there's a chance of that. Now I often I've not seen I've seen one fighter die, but there's a chance of that. So I really want people that really care about me, that are really going to put me in there, like take care of me and like help me, that really care about me. So I think that's the more important, to have someone that really looks for your best interests. And Dewan does that for me.
Yeah, that's I'm the same way too. I think Adrian's gym is just, the same as well. Positivity, especially in a sport like this where it's so brutal, you kind of need that balance. If you can't find the balance at home, you can't find the balance at work, you can't find the balance in the gym, you got to find it somewhere. Especially if you can't find it within yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people just need that extra guidance, and a gym, a healthy gym, can definitely bring out the best fighter as well. I want to ask you a serious question right now, if you don't mind me
Yes,
asking.
sir. Go ahead.
Okay. If you were in a bar and you're about to get in a fight, right? What are two fighters you would pick to have your back?
I would have Sam.
You gonna have Sam?
I'd have Sam, and I'd have he don't like me referring it to him as this, but I'd have his cousin T.
His cousin?
Really, like people don't know this. I go real far into Sam's family. I know a lot of his cousins, and I'm real close with a lot of his family members. And I'm
Okay.
very close with his older cousin, and he's like crazy like the rest of us. So I would have him. I would have him in my back. But to be honest, man, I have a problem with just fighting my own battles sometimes, because
Right.
you can call somebody. How long is it going to take them to get there? We're at the bar. They're going to get me now. So, you know. So, but I would have Sam and his T, his cousin. I would have him. I would have them two to have my back.
Okay, okay.
And
There's no
actually,
see,
to be
so,
honest, there is a
what's up?
situation that happened, and Sam can vouch in this. I took Sam with me to Little Rock, the Target, and I had to take a shit, and I was in the, I just got out of the bathroom. This dude was, I don't know what he was doing, man. He was trying to get Sam, and I said, "Oh hell no!" And I started running, and dude took off, man. So me and Sam, we've been through the fire together, man. We've been through some stuff, so we're like, that's why we're
Did you
so
get to
close.
white, or was it just straight? This you didn't even get to white. You just had to get up, pull up
Yeah,
draws.
yeah. I heard some emotion and somebody yelling, and then I heard Sam talking. So yeah, I didn't have time to wipe, man. I say, hey, that's my homie. I gotta.
Oh shit. Hey, bro.
we
Hey,
got, we got, we got to do
hey, I'm
things
not
for our
gonna lie.
friends.
That's that's a real brother right there. That's
Yeah,
man, I ain't gonna lie. That's some real love right there.
yeah,
So if you and Sam have a good history, then just
we have a great history. We've been in it like we fight like brothers. We've been through the ringer a few times. People that know us very well, we this is old history, but the one was there. We got into it at the gym one time, and we were going at it at each other one time. That was funny.
you
It's
said you and
funny.
Dewan?
No, not me and Dewan. Me and
Oh,
Sam. We had a
oh,
feud
okay.
about something, and Sam got in there and he said, "You really want to do this?" And I said, "Hell yeah, let's go!" Boom, 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 and everybody was like, "Oh shit!" And they was all running towards the cage. We were trying to kill each other in there that one time. So yeah.
That's kind of how the best friendships form, though. I mean, shit. Now y'all do the same for each other as far as defending each other.
Oh yeah. If
That's
anybody messes with Sam, man, I get mad. Like Sam can tell you, I get mad, man. I'm ready to go. Sam's the same way. If anybody messes with Sam, they he gets mad. We got each other's backs for sure.
no, that's dope, and that's shit, man. That's what being brothers is about, as far as friendships and stuff like that.
Yeah. We train every day. Usually, we're always together when we go training. So, if I go somewhere, he's with me. Like yesterday, we were up in that guns down, hands up. We were
Tell us
down
about
there.
that real quick, because isn't that Street
Yeah.
Beef?
No, it was so this guy named Coach Albert, he made this program because a lot of people were getting shot. Pine Bluff is not a joke. And he wanted to get the kids to put their hand to learn how discipline and boxing to help them. And that's why he did that. And so he had a little program. We were we didn't get to spar or nothing because it was too many people in, and about the time we get it'd be about midnight, and I had to get out of there. So, but anyways, he just does that for the kids to try to help them. I mean, why, man? Fighting saved my life. The At one point, I was getting in a lot of trouble. I was bad, and then once I started, getting with people that got me in, that like helped me learn discipline because I used to just want to go all out, and so fighting actually saved my life. To be honest with you,
Fighting is I think for myself and a lot of fighters, it's a way for us to express something maybe we keep bottled up, um, or we don't want to talk about, or have something that's brewing, and it's just a way for us to express that with violence. And it's not just irrational violence; it's structured violence. There's discipline to it, and that's kind of, I think, with a lot of people, kind of like you said, save your life war. I think with a lot of people too, it helps them mentally too as well, because everybody's battling something. And
yes,
for me myself, I think fighting kind of kept me that balance. I was always like an angry person, so with fighting myself, like I can literally, and I can literally try to kill somebody. Not really trying to kill him, but in the sport of mixed martial arts, I can go in there and try to legally kill somebody until the ref says stop, and then it's over. And
yep,
that's like for me, that's the ultimate high. Going in there, and also the high is the chance of somebody trying to do the same thing back to you. Um,
oh yeah,
and it's like a feeling of almost like what's the word? Fucking, I don't know, euphoria or something.
Well,
Is it the
it's the
natural
closest thing.
natural
It's the
high?
closest thing to winter. Like I guess some shit like tennis or something, but that high is probably not as high, I guess. But those solo sports, it's like the closest thing. Like we're both training as hard as we can. We both there's only one goal at the end, but only one of us can get it. But
Yep.
if it was like the NBA or some shit, I don't have to
yeah.
play and I can have 3 rings. Or we can lose a game, but I didn't play, so it sucks, but it doesn't really suck. But if I lose a fight, I lose in tennis or some shit like that, that's all on me. So plus just the basic ideology. Like if a ref like bro, my last fight, like yeah, that's just like I feel like another reason why I got in better is because the way I think about it, like bro, if that was real life, I could have died. Like
Yo, yeah.
another grown man had to pull a grown man off of me. Well, technically not because it was an MMA. I could have got up, but anyways, uh, still in the deep fighting world, I would have died. Another
Oh
ref,
yeah.
the ref had to stop it, so I don't really like that.
And I can relate what you just said because when I went to Mississippi, that was a circus, man. I'm just call it how it is. Everybody was saying, man, people were getting, dude had his whole face blasted, like blood all over it. And dude was throwing me into the cage, and he was like, boom, boom, and he got an elbow. That was some real stuff, man. That shows you who you really are in them times. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wanted to take a knee. I told everybody that. But you know what I said? I ain't taking no knee. I'm gonna stay the fight, man, because I'm a soldier. This is what we do, and that's what happened. So, you know, but yeah,
And
you can die.
no,
Serious
yeah,
stuff.
it's definitely uh, fortunately, we don't see many of that in mixed martial arts, but it's damn near pretty common in the boxing world.
Oh yeah,
Or just having, not even if you die, but just having long term um, brain effects from just years of getting hit in the head and stuff like that. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, fighting ain't no damn joke.
That's why
Outside of fighting, you said what?
that's why you should take it very seriously.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, if
yeah.
oof.
No, you're 100% correct. Outside of fighting, I don't want to keep you for too long. Outside of fighting, what does Jason do for fun? Are you going
Oh,
fishing? Are you riding, I don't know, four wheelers? Are you going to the bowling alley? What do you like to do to fun, just to, just to have
I
a
like
nice
to
day?
I like to exercise. I mean, I
Like
like
to
to listen
exercise?
and exercise. That's my fun thing. But anything else, video games. I'm a video gamer, so that's
What's your favorite
Look,
game?
Oh, I have a lot of favorite games. I play a little bit of everything, but I like horror games like Last
Like,
of Us.
man,
I'm playing that new
You
one, Contra.
you be on Call of Duty?
Oh, I'll play Call of Duty. I'll get on there. I'll play that. If you want me to link up with you one day, we could play some games.
Facts, bro. We gotta play. We got a game.
What about Mortal Kombat?
I don't
oh
have
man, I
no.
get like shit out of that.
But
You know why I stopped playing? Because I ain't got no one to play with. So I was like, playing by myself for the longest time.
the last one I played was Mortal Kombat X. I used the cowboy. I think Aaron Black or some shit. I was tough.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing online. I was tough as hell.
And I'm old school, so I like Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter, so that's one of my favorite things too. Street Fighter.
Yeah, I
But
always
I like
fuck
to
with
play
the fighting game.
basketball too. I used to play basketball a lot, and I relate
Yeah.
to what you.
I'm gonna get the new 2K game. I heard the new one's fun. I used to play. I think the last 2K I honestly played was 2K19, but right now I've just been on Call of Duty and Skate. I haven't used my gaming PC in a long ass time. At this point, it's just my interview PC.
But to be honest, right now we gotta get ready for war. We don't have time to be playing video games.
Yeah. That's coming up. I think it's 4 or 5 weeks now, huh? I think it's coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah, it's coming. I'm
No,
excited.
I'm playing the game regardless. Day out, day of the fight.
Yeah. Hey,
I got to get
do you-
1,000. No, I'm trolling.
oh yeah,
Hey Jason,
yes sir.
I like to ask fighters about their Mount Rushmores. So if you can choose 4 fighters, top 4 of all time in your opinion, it can be boxing, MMA, a combination. Who are you throwing up there?
Okay, I'm gonna throw in. I'm old school, so I'm gonna throw in Bruce Lee. I love him
Okay,
to death. Muhammad Ali, and
okay.
I like Mike Tyson. I gotta go with Mike Tyson, and then I gotta go with one Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
Hey, Chuck Norris was actually competing back in the day, man. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris was actually competing back in the day. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Oh yeah,
probably more than Bruce Lee, if I'm being honest. Like I'm
they
not
had
gonna lie.
fighting in movies. They were
So one
fighting.
of our coaches at Ethos, he used to be one of the main coaches. He got grandfathered in by like a Bruce, like somebody that Bruce Lee trained him, and he also trained with a guy who he fought, bro. It was some crazy shit, bro. He's connected with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. I'm so fucking serious. One day Cody's gonna have to explain it. I don't really know that much history about it, but yeah, dude's fucking linked with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, they were beasts back in the day, and I liked it Muhammad Ali because he had a heart of a lion. He wasn't scared of nobody. He'd get in there with anybody, big, small, it didn't matter. That's what I liked about him. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Ali too. He was kind of like a political figure back in the day too.
Oh yeah.
Like he was
Yeah.
there was lots of Muhammad Ali other out just fighting itself.
Yeah.
That's a different convo. But nah, and yeah, it's funny. People hated Muhammad Ali back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. He was loved and he
I
was hated.
respect him.
He was appreciated when he got older.
Yeah.
And he
That's
stopped
how
fighting.
it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
But
They hate you when you're alive, but when you die, they love you more.
yeah.
It's crazy.
No, that's the truth. As we close out the show, I do want to ask your closing thoughts on your opponent. How do you visualize in your head that the fight will go? Do you predict domination? Do you predict you getting victory regardless? Or do you see yourself probably finishing this dude? How do you see the fight going?
To be honest, man, I don't know if I can't say that because I can't read the future. But I know from me fighting a lot, I'm going to go in there and expect anything, whatever happens. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. That's my plan. Is just to go with the way he's moving and see what he's doing, and then we go from there, and then we dance. Basically, that's just the way I'm looking at it. I don't know. I haven't. He don't got no videos to look him up. I can't see anything he's gonna do. So basically, going in blind to be honest. And I got videos all over. He can look me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna expect anything. I don't really know. I can't say yeah I'm gonna finish him because then I'm stating something that I'm gonna do, and then the chances of it might not happen. So I don't want to sound that. I'm not arrogant either. I'm very a humble person. I'm gonna give him the respect as a fighter, and I'm gonna show him as a opponent, and I'm gonna respect him as a fighter when we go in. And that's
Well
what I'm gonna.
said.
Yeah.
No, well said. As
I'm
we
gonna give
close out the
him.
show, I wanted to ask you if you have any closing comments, anything you want to get off your chest, any shout outs, teammates, sponsorships, gyms, and I don't know, maybe you want to say something to Jason Cook Sr.
Oh
You
yeah.
obviously want that fight, so this is the time as we close the show to kind of get it
Okay.
out there.
First of all, I'm gonna shout out to both of y'all. I love what y'all do, man. Y'all give fighters a chance, and y'all are very
Thank you.
passionate about what y'all do. So I respect that.
We
Love
appreciate
to
it.
that. And I want to shout out to my boy Dewan because he believes in me. I want to shout out to Sam. I'm gonna shout out to Sam. He's a brother of mine. Tori, because they're always with me, man. I'm gonna shout out to everybody. Real deal. We're all got we warriors. Shout out to y'all. I want to shout out to Mr. Jason Cook now. Mr. Jason Cook, you see this video, you already know. So yeah, but it's all business, man. It's all love. But Jason Cook knows. He knows that I'm gonna call him out on that belt. He knows that. That's it.
There we go, folks. Look out for Jason's fight, Jason Carey's fight, October, what is that, October 25th?
Yes, sir.
October 25th in Hugo, Oklahoma, RDC 22. Hopefully, everything goes as planned and we can line up that fight. You win, you get the victory. Jason wins, gets the victory as well. And we can line that title fight up in the future. Good luck to
People
you.
wanted to see that fight too between me and Jason. A lot of people were really getting hyped on that when I was calling him out. They wanted to see that. So I know the people want to see that. So,
Hey, and if it happens too, we'll bring you all on for a face off. We can set it up. You feel me? So
oh yeah.
we'll definitely help promote it as well. But we look forward to your fight. I'm gonna be tuning in. Hopefully somebody there will have it on FaceTime. Facebook Live, and I can catch all the fights as well. But we're about to close it out.
Wait.
Oh, say
I just
my
want to say
bad.
one thing because I don't want to. I don't know. I'd rather just do it now. I would love. I don't know what it's gonna take. Hugo's not that far from where I live. RDC. I know I can promote whoever you give me. I can promote the fuck out of this pay-per-view. I can pack it out. The whole gym, everybody in the ethos can pack this card out. We already got like 4 of our fighters on the card. Put on a pay-per-view. I promise it's going to be the most streamed RDC event. It'll just be up to y'all to make sure the pay-per-view quality is good. I can't control that. But I can guarantee you I'm going to have probably watch party in East Texas where I'm from. And I got a lot of people who want to watch. I already got a lot of people coming. So I promote the fuck out of this shit like a star, like a pro would do. If you can get a pay-per-view for the card, it's already stacked. I'm telling you, it's going to be bought the fuck out. Most amount of money, most amount of revenue in an RDC event. You just have to put trust in the East Texas boys. I promise you it's going to work out.
Shit, there you go. RDC 22, Hugo, Oklahoma. Dewan, let's get a pay-per-view, man. If not, then fuck it.
It's really not.
Something.
It's his control. I'm not trying to call out Dewan. He knows that. It's all respect.
Oh no, I'm not calling out Dewan either because when I say Dewan, but I know Dewan's probably not the person dealing with the pay-per-view. So I'm just saying the boss.
Like signal and shit like that, wiring signal.
Yeah,
but if it's a possibility, I don't know how the other. Maybe it's a venue thing or just a population thing, but I'm telling you, I can sell the fuck out that pay-per-view. So.
Oh no, I believe you. I believe you. It's gonna be a packed event, packed fight. Jason, we want to thank you, bro.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good people on this card, and you know me, I'm gonna throw a show, so it's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, you got the personality for it too. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate the positivity too. We see you doing your thing, bro.
The show's all up, man. you always say shout out. No one ever just says thank you guys, for having me on the show. And I'm like, man, why they don't ever like show y'all love, man? Kind of messed up. So I'm
I
do it,
don't think about it in that way. For me, if I mean I do appreciate you saying that as well. But for me, for a fighter to take time out of their day just to come on the show, that's plenty of things for me, bro. So I really do appreciate it because we really couldn't do, what we do, but the fighters never agreed to come on the show. And we've had many fighters. We're about to be on episode 90. So it's obviously going, pretty well for us, and the fighters enjoy coming on. So a huge thanks to the fighters as well, because we can't do it without them. So
Hey, episode
much
90.
love shown back.
Never mind, because we got other
What's
stuff
up?
planned out. I was gonna say we can do the Pereira card for episode.
Oh yeah, I got some thoughts brewing for these last episodes leading up to 100. So I got some stuff on my head. So we'll talk about it behind the scenes. But I'm gonna close it out. This is Draconian Combat, episode 88. Jason Curry, best of luck to you, and man, we look forward to having you back on after you're victorious, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night now. Thank you.
You too, man. Much love your way.
Much love to y'all. Bye.